It's Kristina Dennis, Transformational Self-Empowerment Master. I'm going to scoot over. I was straddling my, fancy lighting cord. And I don't know if you guys can see my little heart in the back, but my friend Pam lives in it. It's her birthday. So happy birthday, Pam. Made that for me. And it's so much bigger than it looks, but I love it when people give you handmade gifts, and it's pictures of me and things that she got off of hi Diana, she got off of Facebook, and it's just really darling. So thank you, Pamela, and happy birthday. So I am coming in with a new this is more going to be proposing a question or just a thought process about abundance and the divine law of compensation. I'm going to start reading a book by one of my heroes, Marianne Williamson. And I recently watched a talk of hers to Google. And first of all, I love that she called a spade a spade. She said all these people that are out there doing, these Fortune 500 talks and these C-suites and saying, this isn't woo-woo, when they're saying exactly the same thing as she's been saying for the last 25 years, and everybody called it woo-woo. She started with that talk, and I thought that was really funny because we do say that word a lot, don't we, when we're talking about things that we don't understand, the metaphysical, which is things that we can't see. And everybody's trying to catch up and kind of get involved and legitimize it and try to be rational. And the opposite of rational is not irrational. It just means that there isn't necessarily a logic that our brain can understand. And I want to apply that to the idea of abundance and having enough to give to others, and knowing that the way that the hustle, does anybody else suffer or have consequences between the hustle and doing your divine purpose, and what that feels and that conflict, and kind of the idea of moving into that without being broke, both financially or emotionally. I approached life from a codependent way for a long, long time. And I think that is not uncommon, that especially women, that we tend to put all of our eggs into this idea that if we give everything that we have to somebody or some idea, that therefore that's going to conspire and give back to us. And sometimes, well, most of the time that doesn't work out because it's transactional, and it's got pretty little bows on it, and it doesn't seem like it's transactional, but it is transactional. And I was thinking about how sometimes people will say things, and I agree with what they're saying in regards to intention and, going against what we were brought up in, against the negativity, or against these, less than worthy thought processes and all the things that, hold us back from having our best life, as Oprah would put it. But they do sometimes hit me in the stomach, like, oh, that feels a little disingenuous, or that feels a little made up, or that feels a little conspicuous. And I liked the idea and the understanding that I'm coming to about abundance, which is not just wealth, but it includes wealth. And I think everybody knows I read The Money Game and have a sincere interest in growing my wealth, specifically for my son and for the things that I want to do with those kinds of monies. And I like to do everything out loud and on purpose and in front of people. That's not true, but I'm learning how to do it in front of people. So here I am, being vulnerable, transparent, and honest as I know how to be. So all that being said, I am trying to figure out exactly how do I land in this world where I do what I love. And, you're doing what you love if you do it for free. And I have done it for free for a long time. And I'm doing what I'm called to do, which is being good and being of service and fulfilling the purpose that I have. And, if you're looking for your purpose, remember, you can have your purpose every day by just getting up and doing good and being of service. And you can be doing your purpose all along while you're getting to the purpose of your life. And, that's just truth. We can all do better, and we'll feel better when we do better. So being in that position and what that looks like in regards to being transactional and intentional, and how that doesn't always fit. And I'm going to start studying this a little bit more. Like I said, I just picked up the book, the divine compensation or the law of divine compensation. I don't know. I'll come in there and talk more about it. But it's the idea that if we are after mutual creativity, if you're actually after mutual good, if you are going into a meeting not with this intention to get something or some consequence or some outcome, but going in for the best and highest cause, then love and abundance and kindness and greater good will occur naturally. And then all of those things that we call coming out of left field, or, you know, just showing up without any effort on our part, that manifestation, things that people are talking about, you know, it's really the energy of walking into a relationship, into an encounter, into a meeting, if you're in the work field or you're meeting with people, into any kind of, you know, event with the intention of creating the highest good for everyone that's there, and not coming out, not going in with necessarily your intention, because that'll allow that third alternative that is so much bigger than my little human mind can even imagine to show up. That's where higher power can show up and bless myself and the other person and the people that I'm around with this higher calling, because I'm there for the higher intention. And maybe this was just a bunch of words, but it really struck me as important to talk about, and as a next lesson as I am continuing to grow in my abundant thinking of what that really looks like. If I can go in with the highest intention for everyone and not even name that. I don't even know what the highest intention is. I need to be more open to the creativity of the universe and other people's ideas and just what could happen. Because I do know this, I have been small thinking for a long time. I've been of the vein that you have to work really, really hard to get by, and that things are really difficult and expensive, and there isn't enough on some occasions. And I can feel bad about that, or just understand that that was the blueprint that I was raised with. And I can draw it all right back to that and understand exactly where it was and where it came from, and be willing to let go. So that's all I'm going to say today. It's I hope it just wasn't me running around in circles. I hope that there was some linear thinking in there. And of course, I'm going to come in and talk a little bit more about abundant thinking and higher thinking and creativity, and just showing up with the love for people, and with the love and the excitement, the physiological excitement of something good is coming my way and your way. And that's what I want to leave with. Something good is coming our way, ladies and gentlemen, if you watch. All right. Love you all. Bye.